Yo, what's good guys? It's Chris from WearTesters.com. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and review of these things right here. This is the Nike Joyride CC3 Setter because that name's not fucking confusing. What the f does that mean? You couldn't just call these Joyride Lifestyle or Joyride LS? What happened to the good old days of sneakers, man?
They got twisted, like that upper.
These are crazy, yo. Like when the first thing, well, first off, here's our detailed look and review. Now, when these guys were initially unveiled or whatever, they unveiled this shoe as these are hella dirty, dude. These are gross.
Those have been tested.
Yes, I know. These have been tested well, but I now have to touch them. When these guys were unveiled, they did unveil the other stuff, the other versions. And this is supposed to be the performance version, and then this is one of many lifestyle versions. Now, there's kids versions that are also lifestyle versions. There's women's specific lifestyle versions, which look hella stupid. The one with the weird zipper things. They almost look like a nurse shoe. They just look weird.
I think you and I have two different opinions on what nurse shoes look like.
Yeah, I know. You think nurse shoes look like the Reebok Question. They don't.
The Answer 5.
Answer 5. I know, but you think that the Answer 5 look like the Reebok Question too.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, because you think everything look like the... Does this look like the Reebok Question?
No.
She's lying. But this guy right here is just one of the lifestyle versions, and from the profile view, it was the one that I saw initially when everything was unveiled, where I was like, those ones right there, those are fire. Seeing them in hand completely changed my mind, dude. Like when I saw these, like look at how narrow that is. I couldn't even fit my hand in there to see like where everything was situated as far as the Joyride pods. I don't know how you put your foot in there. So the first thing that we're gonna talk about is the outsole right here. The traction is kind of reminiscent of the actual performance version. They have similar looks as far as like what they've done because they really want you to see the Joyride. It's just like any other clear outsole that they use when they're trying to show you the Zoom or React, Renew, Lunar, Max Air, all that stuff. They used to do it with like the Uptempo line. There would be a little window right there in the heel and it had the Uptempo logo. Super dope. So very similar stuff. The only difference is that this is like a heavy, like feels like a reptile. This one just has little circles. So I don't know if this would do as well as this did, which was surprising. It was one of the best features of the shoe was the actual traction as far as performance is concerned. But for lifestyle, it should be okay. Then inside of the little sections that you see of the Joyride, you can see the actual foam that they use. Very soft. I wouldn't call it bouncy, but it's kind of like got a squish to it. And then the cushion system itself, again, is Joyride. Now the Joyride is implemented just a little bit differently than it was in the performance version. The performance version had 4 chambers of Joyride. This one has 3. You can see the first one right there is at the toe. From here up, there's no Joyride, which was a little bit different than the performance one. Like there's Joyride everywhere and it feels so strange. Now these guys right here are, I wouldn't say they're constructed more like a traditional shoe, but as far as like, I have to relate things to basketball because those are the shoes that I'm really into. I'm not really into stuff like this. But with basketball shoes, when you have say a Zoom Air pod, Zoom Air is really right there and they leave the forefoot for court feel and all of that stuff so that your like toes feel like they're touching the floor and doing what toes need to do, which is like grip things. So that's what that is. So you have just foam here in the toe, and then this section right there is the Joyride. Same thing here. This one you can actually see because there's the groove in between, so it's just in that section. And then the heel section is very strange, and I think it's actually kind of cool. It's built like a air unit. Inside of an air unit, it's basically a plastic kind of like pillow or like a little air bag, and then inside of those has little pillars and stuff for support. And that's what this guy right here has. You can see 3 green dots inside of there, and those are actually foam pillars. I think it's weird that that's on this shoe and not on the performance shoe. So I guess this is for a little bit more of stability, you know, long-term walking and stuff like that. But inside there you can see all the Joyride beads, and then the weirdest part though is that you can hear them. There's no stuffing in this shoe or anything like that. This is not paper. That's the beads in there. It's so like that's weird, man. So it's done up a little differently in the 2 shoes. Pretty sure this is what all the other lifestyle versions are gonna be like. They're gonna be very much sectioned off in that sense. How did they feel to you?
I think the pillars make you sit up a little higher.
Well, there's a definite drop.
Yeah.
So you have a very large heel to toe drop, something that was not present in the runner, which is again, very weird because some runners, or the majority of, they have a pretty decent heel to toe drop. Some people like those drops, some people don't. But what did the pods feel like inside?
What was nice about about these is in the runners, the balls would get squished up to the front, and I don't know if it's because there's less balls in this one, but I didn't have that problem where it was bunching.
I think it's because it's sectioned. It's very compact, so it's just here versus all the way. Now the upper is the one thing that I really liked on the shoe as far as visuals go, because I thought that they looked really slick. I love panels and I love overlays. It reminds me of the 90s and just the way that shoes used to be made. It obviously predated the 90s and stuff, having panels and leather. And as the years have gone by, manufacturing sneakers has changed quite a bit. They're always looking to cut costs, and one of those ways is by manufacturing the build out of a knit or a textile, because it's a machine-made thing, not a handmade put together thing. So most of this shoe is textile and all that stuff. You have a really rugged mesh upper right here in the forefoot. You got a small seam right there, and then you have softer feeling textile in the back. It feels like it would be a little bit more stretchy, but then the collar area, I really don't like the way that this feels. This is as soon as I felt these in hand, I was like, this right here, it's hard. And they've got all of these like fused welds and stuff because they heat press the seams together instead of stitching them together, which they did all here. The outside collar's all stitched. This is great. It's gonna be comfortable. It's gonna be flexible. This right here though goes all the way inside because it's
like a burrito.
Yeah, it's a burrito tongue. Burrito tongues are great as long as they're comfortable. This though, like it's like paper. I don't want to wear something like that personally, especially long term all day. Like that would really dig into my ankles, or what the internet likes to call my cankles. So I'm not feeling the entire upper. I think that portions of it are cool. I think that it still looks cool, except for the toe down view, very slender. That's a narrow shoe right there. That's Katie level narrow. I do like some of the extra features on them. We have some fuse overlays, and I think that it has an interesting look to it. To me, it looks like kind of like a Kobe-ish shoe while not being a Kobe. Now you do have some actual leather. It's not all fuse and plastics and knits. You have some leather right here at the collar, at the back section, and then this inner arch area. These things retail for $180. It should have more leather on there for $180. And I know that they're marketing the tech as new stuff, so you got to price it right and all that stuff, or price it high. But this shoe costs as much as this shoe, the same exact price, and this is the performance shoe. So the lifestyle shoe should cost a little bit less, because this has to go through the rigors of running, and this one just, you're going shopping, going grocery shopping, going to work. Why are they both 180? And on top of that, they're both running inspired silhouettes, and so you're going to confuse the audience very quickly. People are going to think that this is a running shoe, just like this one.
Oh, I'm going to feel so bad for them.
The funny thing is that some people are going to run in these and they're going to be like, it's my favorite runner of all time, and I'm going to be like, it's not even a runner. Now, as far as sizing goes, what do you think about these? True to size?
No, go up.
Well, you're a wide footer. Lengthwise, are they true to size?
Lengthwise, they are true to size.
Okay, so if your foot kind of look like that, it'll fit in there true to size. But if you don't have a foot that's shaped like a stick, it's not going to work.
It'll work, but you're
not comfortably
going to be wrestling your way in there and counting the minutes so you can take them off.
Yeah, that's something also, is that this opening right here doesn't open a lot because of that burrito style tongue, like it's attached right under here. So there's just multiple things in here where I'm like, yo, these look great. They just don't feel like they'd be like a easygoing, functional, everyday lifestyle shoe. Maybe if you want to look cool. So what I would recommend is going true to size if you have a regular or narrow foot, but if you have even the slightest wide foot, go up half a size in these things. Best case scenario, try them on if possible, because I mean, look at them. Look at them. It's not a normal foot shape. Because the last thing that you want to do is spend $180, get a shoe in, and be like, they don't fit. But sound off below, let us know what you guys think about these. This is the Nike Joyride CC3 Setter. Stupid ass name. Really cool looking shoe, profile view. Very strange shape though. There's some things on here where I'm kind of like, why did they do this? Why didn't they just do that all the way around, like the softer stuff? I do think that they're interesting, but again, we'd love to know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Sound off below and let us know. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. If you are interested in these guys, there's gonna be these and a couple of other colorways available locally here in the Sacramento area over at Phenom, and we will leave their information down below in the description box. They also do phone orders, so if these are not in your area and you did want a phone order, you can give them a call. They'll send it right out to you, no problem. Even though this video is probably not like the best, like go buy the Joyride CC3.
It's just us being honest.
And one last thing, we wanted to give a quick thank you and shout out to our WearTesters Discord community members. Instead of setting up a Patreon, we decided to set up a Discord community. It is a paid service because, again, instead of doing a Patreon, we did this. It's very cheap to enter. I think it's what, $3 $3?
$3 for blue member, $10 for gold.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And those donations help fund the channel, help fund reviews, all of that stuff. Because again, we pay all of this out of pocket. One of many perks. The first perk is that you get access to all of the WearTesters contributors, including myself. We pretty much are talking all the time. Everybody's from different time zones, different countries, which is really cool and really fun. So any performance questions or questions in general that you guys would ever want to ask me, I'm there all the time and we do all of that stuff. But one of the other perks for being a WearTesters Gold Team member is that we do monthly giveaways for those people because they're the ones that kind of like donate the most and all of that stuff. So this month's, what month are we?
September.
September. So September's giveaway is actually, these were actually gifted to me by Jordan Brands. I think that these are really cool and stuff, but it's not something that I would ever wear. This is the Air Jordan 1 Low PSG or Paris. I believe these sold out.
I think they're nice looking.
I think they're cool looking. I love the back. I hate the 2-3 on these, but they actually did the Paris logo on that, and I think that that looks slick. But very clean colorway. We're gonna give these away to somebody in there, and with that, we're also gonna give away this stuff. This is a jacket that folds into itself. This is the jacket, which was crazy. And then we have this guy right here. I'm just gonna open it. Oh, this is really cool.
I know.
This is a dope jersey. So it's a Paris jersey. It's got the stitched everything. Like this is like an authentic jersey. But this is really cool. I didn't know that it was like this. This is my first time opening it. You know, shout out to whoever is gonna, do you have a winner?
I do.
Oh, okay, so who is it?
J Lamb.
J Lamb? Okay, so we're gonna put your little stuff right here and you're getting all of this stuff. Everybody in the gold team does win something. Like J Lamb, he just won something, he gets marked off. And once everybody cycled through at least one time, then we reset and do it all again. So congratulations, these are yours. Thank you so much for supporting WearTesters in that way. We greatly appreciate it and I love talking to you guys and all that stuff. So if you wanted to be a WearTesters Discord community member, click the link in the description box. It'll head you over to WearTesters.com where you can read all about it and then sign up if you want to do that. If you don't worry about it. We appreciate all of your views, your comments, your likes, all that stuff, the subscription, that stuff helps us out as well. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know what you guys think about these down below in the comment section. And until next time, guys, have a good one.